Casualties. People were also being put into the ambulances and taken to the hospital. Windows were shattered. Debris was everywhere. It was a chaotic scene.
Ukrainian authorities say about 4,000 people were at the train station trying to leave when the missile struck. Russia denies responsibility. A jury in Michigan has acquitted 2 men charged with plotting to kidnap the governor. U.S. Attorney Andrew Burge says he believes the federal court had a good case.
Obviously, we're disappointed with the outcome. Thought we had get the jury to convict beyond reasonable doubt based on the evidence we put forward.
Jurors had told the judge they were deadlocked on allegations against 2 other men charged in the conspiracy case. Defense attorneys say their clients were victims of entrapment and were tricked into agreeing into conspiracy to abduct the governor. An L.A. County Sheriff's deputy has been charged for allegedly molesting a kid. Officials say Jerome Sean Essex is waiting in jail for charges for lewd acts and oral copulation with a child under 14 years old. A statement says Sheriff Alex Villanueva is appalled and saddened by the allegations. Students and staff from the University of Southern California have rallied behind a custodian who was fired. LAPD says 61-year-old woman who worked at U.S.A. for more than 2 decades allegedly stole a student's backpack last month. The U.S.A. community says there's more to the story and has raised thousands of dollars for her. More than 150 people from U.S.A. signed a letter asking the university to bring her back. And the Board of Governors from the Motion Picture Academy has voted to ban actor Will Smith from the Oscars for 10 years. The board voted yesterday during a tense Zoom meeting. Smith slapped presenter Chris Rock on stage at this year's Oscars after Rock made fun of Smith's wife. The Academy also apologized for the way it handled the incident, saying it was unprepared for the unprecedented. Smith resigned from the Academy last week. The 10-year ban includes all Academy-related events, virtual and in person. And Ben Affleck are engaged again. The singer showed off her green ring in a video message to fans yesterday. The couple first met in 2001 and were briefly engaged in 2002. We are now going to take a look at traffic.
We have Caltrans working Fountain Valley on the northbound side of the 405 between Brookhurst and Magnolia. They have all lanes shut down there. They should be wrapping up that closure in the next little while. It was scheduled until 6 o'clock, but in the meantime, you are seeing delays as you approach that scene. The southbound side of the 405, Warner to Talbot, all lanes have been shut down as well. Looks like they've already begun that process. And then through Costa Mesa on the 405, southbound Fairview to Bristol, all lanes, they're shut down as well. Diamond Bar on the northbound side of the 57 freeway, Pathfinder to the 60, same situation, all lanes shut down, but they should be wrapping it up soon. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Robert Tabucky.
Tax season is a dangerous time for your identity. All of your personal information is in one place, exposed to identity thieves. Tax forms can be like one-stop shop for ID thieves. Criminals use that personal information to file fraudulent tax returns in your name or open credit card accounts, even commit crimes in your name. And it's dangerously easy to steal your identity. So protection against identity theft is important, and I'm going to suggest LifeLock by Norton. And I've been a customer for years. LifeLock helps monitor your information, alerts you to potential identity threats, and if you become a victim, they will work to fix it. During tax season and beyond, no one can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction, every business, but LifeLock is protection. Save up to 25% off your first year. Call 800-LifeLock or visit LifeLock.com, promo code HANDLE, LifeLock.com or 800-LifeLock, promo code HANDLE.
Southland weather from KFI, mostly sunny in metro LA and inland OC, highs in the low to mid 80s. Sunny and hot in the valleys and inland Empire, not as hot as yesterday, highs today in the mid to upper 80s. Beaches, sunny, warm, and breezy, highs in the mid to upper 70s. Right now it is 64 degrees in Brea, 61 in Marina Del Rey, 63 in Lake Forest, and 64 in Burbank. We lead local live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Jane Yamamoto.
everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Good Saturday morning to you, my friends. And welcome home. This is Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. Custom home builder, custom home designer, here for you, like I am every Saturday morning from 6 to 8, and from Sundays from 9 to 11. Here to be an advocate as you wrestle with construction issues on your home, a design mentor for you when it comes to transforming that place where you live. Design matters most. I say it every week, and I will always say it. And also, here to be a friendly voice in your Saturday morning, especially as you take on the work of transforming an ordinary house into something extraordinary. That's what we love to do around here. That's our biz. The team is all here this morning. You know what? We have our crack team. Our computers went through an update, like literally 3 minutes before the show started. So we were thinking, maybe we have to head in a different direction. We were almost ready to do, we were ready to do that. We almost did, but everything updated, and now here I am. Sam is on the board doing what he does, which, you know, the reason I say that every week, I have no idea exactly what Sam is doing over there. There's a lot of knobs. There's a lot of buttons. There's, things. There's just things. It's like walking into the cabin of an airplane, a commercial airliner. I mean, you know what they're doing in there. They're flying. As to what everything else is, nope. You just push those buttons. Good. Keep us up here. Keep us in the air. It's a good thing. Misty, the boss, is standing by. Good morning, Misty.
Good morning, Dean.
So Misty is ready for your calls. By the way, let me say this now. I should probably say this now so we don't wait 20 minutes for this to happen. It is an all-call Saturday. That's what today is. So give us a call. The number to reach me, 833-2-ASK-DEAN. 833, the numeral 2, Ask Dean. Anything you want to talk about regarding your home. And you know what? Saturdays, whenever we do all-call Saturdays, sometimes we're a little slow pulling the trigger, but everybody, has a much better chance of getting on the show because, a lot of people asleep. So give us a call. Now is your shot. Jump into the queue. Misty will tell you exactly what to do, and then who knows? Maybe you and I can talk about what's going on with your home. 833-2-ASK-DEAN. My best bud in the universe sitting across the table from me, as she does. We were trying to, I'll talk about this in a second. We were trying to figure out, in the Julia Child French chef model of things, whether I'm her Paul, am I Tina's Paul, or are you my Julia? I don't know how it works.
That would be your choice.
Oh my gosh. You said that in a very sultry way, as if that's a role play option later.
Oh.
Woo! Woo! All right. And Jane Yamamoto is on the news desk. Good morning, Jane.
Good morning. I'm filling in.
You're filling in.
I'm
I know.
filling in.
When I saw your name down here, I'm like, what
It's not
what
Sunday.
did Jane do wrong? What did she do wrong?
Is it
That
Sunday?
she is here
Okay.
with us.
Good to be here. This is exciting.
All right. Did you do anything wrong? No, you just don't.
Just filling in.
Okay, good. Good to know.
Thank you.
So yes, let me give the number out one more time. I can see some blinkies on the board here, so we'll be in good shape. But the number to reach me, 833-2-ASK-DEAN. 833-2-ASK-DEAN, and all calls morning. So yeah, what I was talking about is that we've been watching this show, Julia, which is about Julia Child. And at first I thought, I love the movie. What is the name of the movie? Something. Julie and Julia. Great movie. Meryl Streep, I just felt like did the quintessential Julia Child. But this actress, nailing it too.
Yeah.
And we thought, do we need another Julia Child? I mean, just how exciting and interesting was her life? Well, turns out, pretty interesting. And the parallels
and I hesitate to say this because I don't even want to hint that in any way, shape, or form we would compare ourselves here to Julia Child. But all I can tell you is that watching what she's doing kind of speaks to me, because the parallel would be in not in fame or greatness, clearly, but in just motivation. She was this amazing woman who had a passion for French cooking, had a passion for it. And unlike anybody who came before her, she decided, you know what we can do? What if we were to actually research French recipes to the point where we break them down into their fundamentals and actually be able to write a cookbook for once with real quantities and instructions to make a recipe as foolproof as it could be. And the art of French cooking was her book, and it took the world by storm. It literally transformed the way whole continents looked at food and cooking, and that's so inspiring. And at the end, though, she says, it's funny because I have this show called The French Chef, but I'm neither French nor a professional chef. And I just thought, well, I tell you what makes what she did great is that she had this endearing personality. She had this this super confident way of talking to you about cooking that took something really complex and made it relatively simple. And she broke everything down into the fundamentals so people could really start to understand. It was the first ever cooking show. So what are we doing here? Are we breaking ground here? Nah, we're 800 years later doing what we do. But I'm just, I share that with you because I love the fact that we get to sit with you, take on a subject that is very complex, both architecture, design, and construction, and break it down in ways that make it palatable and simple for you to understand, and workable. And in the same way that people who read a great cookbook can actually create amazing meals at home, our goal, Tina and I, is to be able to help you follow the rules, and in doing so, produce something really extraordinary that you live with every day. It's a cake that you live in. That's what it is. All right, y'all. When we come back, we've got calls on the board. We will be going to the phones. It's an all-calls Saturday. Number to reach me, 833-2-ASK-DEAN. 833, the number 2, Ask Dean. I'm so glad you joined me this morning. So much more to come. Your home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. Jane Yamamoto has the news.
Russia's war in Ukraine causing food prices for grain to soar to record levels. The UN Food and Agriculture Organization say together Russia and Ukraine make up nearly half of the global wheat and corn exports. A car crashes with a food truck in Texas, injuring 11 people. The collision occurred in a popular area near downtown Austin, where food trucks frequently park. In golfer, Tiger Woods, hoping to make history at Augusta National, the 5-time Masters champion, made the cut but still trails 5 shots behind leader Scottie Scheffler. A problem on the 210 when we return.
Is there a new kitchen in your future? Well, then you should definitely take the kitchen store up on their offer to you for a totally free in-showroom consult with one of their expert kitchen designers. Why? Because design matters most, and you can use all the help you can get, right? The kitchen store is right off the 405 in Culver City. For more than 50 years, it is the place. Southern California's largest cabinet design showroom, packed with info and inspiration. State-of-the-art computer design, same as cash financing, no payments, no interest for a full year, and pricing that will beat the big boxes. So, start the new kitchen right. Set up a free consult today by dialing 310-KITCHEN, 310-KITCHEN, and check them out on the web at 310kitchen.com.
A problem on the 210. There is a crash out there.
Calculating on the 210 eastbound to Fort Campus. It's a crash now. It's only the carpool lane open. That's got you jammed back from Mountain Avenue in Fontana. Northbound 7 to 15 freeway, Sierra Avenue to Kenwood. It's Caltrain taking away 3 left lanes until around 10 o'clock this morning. Heavy drive as you approach Sierra. And Diamond Bar on the 57 northbound between Pathfinder and the 60 freeway. All lanes remain shut down there. Watch for delays from away from Tonner Canyon Road. More Caltrans work in Baldwin Park, but it is improving. Eastbound side of the 10, Fraser to Puente Avenue. All lanes had been shut down there. 2 right now open, 3 left still closed. That'll remain the case until Sunday. KFI in the sky helps get there faster. Bucky.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. DQ presents Picture That. You stand before the new signature stack burger menu at DQ. 5 cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef, like the loaded A1 stack burger. And your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? DQ. Happy tastes good. Angie Swift is now Angie, your home for everything home. With Angie, you can cross your next project off your to-do list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, and we'll handle the rest. Sending a top pro to get it done. Or browse reviews, compare quotes from pros, and connect instantly. All for free. For everything from routine maintenance to a dream remodel. Because however you want your project done, we'll get it done. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Poor Sam was a mess. Always itching, licking. His paws were soaking wet. He had bald spots on his back. DINOVITE.com. 2 weeks after he started Dynamite, I started seeing great improvements. And today, 99% of his issues are non-existent. Dynamite is nutrition. Dynamite is the best thing you can do for your dog.
You won't believe how happy your dog will be.
I get my Dynamite from DINOVITE.com.
You might not think about your water heater very often if you're just a normal human being, but you're going to if it stops working, because there's nothing worse than, needing hot water, wanting hot water, and then getting nothing but ice cold water. So if that's you, you need to call Water Heaters Only. Water Heaters Only has been replacing water heaters, getting it done right since 1968. When you need a new water heater, they're the only ones you need to call, because they are honest and reliable, and they know everything there is to know about water heaters. They've got same-day service, the best products, and the lowest prices around. So there you go. For a limited time, 0% interest on new water heaters for 12 months. Call the company that does water heaters only. Visit waterheatersonly.com. Get a new water heater with 0 interest. Terms and conditions apply. That's waterheatersonly.com. waterheatersonly.com.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number? Not me. Nope.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
The True Crime Podcast. What Happened to Sandy Beale investigates the alarming death of a young woman who dreamed of a career in law enforcement. Journalist Melissa Jeltsin untangles the mystery at the heart of the investigation, revealing a troubling pattern by officials close to the case.
I didn't take any of that crap because I could tell that they were hiding something.
Listen to What Happened to Sandy Beale on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When you hear me say that there are only 2 kinds of solar companies out there, Sunlux and everyone else, I'm really not kidding around. Neither is Tesla, the solar giant who for the first time just recently opened their entire ecosystem to only a handful of trusted companies. And guess who Tesla selected for Southern California? Yeah, Sunlux. Sunlux and Tesla, Tesla panels, Tesla's low-profile mounting system, and the world's single most sought-after solar component, the Tesla Powerwall battery. Anybody can order those for you, but Sunlux, because they have a special relationship with Tesla, can actually get them for you. It all amounts to the most advanced solar in the industry, and it's waiting for you at Sunlux. You know what? There really are only 2 kinds of solar companies in Southern California. Sunlux and everyone else. So get the entire Tesla solar ecosystem, including Powerwall batteries, at sunlux.com, sunlux.com. CSLB 1008374.
Prescription products require an online physician consultation and are only available if the physician determines the prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information. Full refund at price paid available for first 6
60-day supply.
ED can be tough on a relationship, but through HIMS, you can contact a medical provider online and, if appropriate, get prescription medication to treat ED affordably. HIMS offers the same active ingredient as Viagra, but costs 90% less. That's right, 90% less. And they have a 60-day money-back guarantee. Get a free online consultation at forhims.com/joy. forhims.com/joy.
For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules.
Well, hey, it's me, Leo Laporte. I'm the tech guy. Right here, each and every weekend, I take your calls, I talk high tech. We'll be talking a little bit about Microsoft's event this week. They call it the future of hybrid work. I think the problem is nobody wants to go back to work. So Microsoft has some solutions for people to work from home. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more this weekend and every weekend. It's me, Leo Laporte, the tech guy. Join me, won't you? I'll be looking for you.
Leo Laporte, this morning at 11. KFI AM 640. Stimulating talk.
Sharp, the House Whisperer. You are listening to Home, where every week we help you better understand that place where you live. You ever reach down to adjust your office chair and hit the wrong lever, and then you just sink down like a foot behind your desk, and suddenly you're 6 years old again? It just happened to me. Felt pretty good. At this point, I'll take any traveling backwards in time. That will work for me. All right, y'all, we're having an all-calls Saturday morning, and it's time to get started. Let me give the number out one more time. Let you be aware the boards are open. Our lines are open. Misty is standing by to take your call. Anything you want to talk about regarding your home today, Saturday morning is always a great time to do it because, you know what, the competition is still asleep. So give me a call, jump into the queue, and we'll talk about what's going on with your home. 833-2-ASK-DEAN. 833, the number 2, Ask Dean. Walter, welcome home.
Thank you. Good morning, Dean. I'm about to get a new roof, and I have a question on the underlayment. You know, the traditional tar paper versus new synthetic stuff. Any opinions on that?
Yeah, I have a definite opinion about it. The new synthetic stuff, now, you know, there's a lot of it out there, but yeah, generally speaking, it is fantastic and superior, in my opinion, to tar paper in just about every conceivable way. You might have a roofer out there tell me, well, wait a second, Dean, you know, in this situation, the paper, okay, that's fine. You're the expert. But generally speaking, I know of no roofers that would disagree with me. Synthetic underlayments these days are, you know, they're at the best they've ever been. Most of them self-seal onto each other in courses. In other words, the courses don't just overlap each other as you roll this stuff out on your roof, but they actually seal at that joint. Now, you can get tar paper to seal as well, but here's the fundamental thing with tar paper compared to what's on the market today is the fact that it just gets brittle over time. And as it grows brittle over time, it can develop cracks, and cracks equals leaks. So the synthetic stuff, you can nail it down. It'll self-seal around nails as you actually nail the shingles down on top of it. And it self-seals on its own course layers. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with the stuff.
Because as far as tar paper, because I've done like repairs on my roof is probably at least 30 years old, and I've gone down and had to get to the wood, so I cut the tar paper, and that stuff looks really good. I've read that its life is like maybe 15, 20 years, but at 30 years, 30 plus years, and it still looks really good, non-brittle at all. And the thing with the synthetic stuff is that does the wood kind of need to breathe, you know, the plywood underneath, whereas with the synthetic, you're kind of putting a barrier to that?
No, and I'll tell you why. The breathing of the plywood is only something on that side of things that ultimately could do it damage. Does the plywood need to breathe? If it really needed to breathe, we would set the roof up on sleepers, in other words, risers, in which the paper would be elevated above. The fact that moisture and oxygen can get underneath the tar paper of your roof is actually not a great thing. And so again, the synthetics going down, yeah, they adhere more tightly and they form a sealed barrier with the wood. And no, doesn't need to breathe if it's not getting wet. And that's the whole goal, Walter, of that process. But Walter, I will tell you this: if you're looking to replace your roof and your underlayment is still in good shape, by all means. I mean, I'm not poo-pooing traditional tar paper underlayment if it's in great shape. So have a roofer take a look at it, and if they're like, yeah, we can with a patch here and a patch there, I think we could basically just reuse this. Then go for it, my friend. Do it. Thanks for the call, Walter. Appreciate it, buddy. Rocco. Welcome home.
Yes. Are you there, Dean?
I am here. Some people would debate it, but I feel like I am here.
I want you to know you're number one on my must-listen to radio list. I have two questions, if you please.
Go for it. Yeah.
Hi, I have a cement slab that I put up Idaho flagstone on. I live in an area where we have kind of a high water level. We get about 2.5 inches of rain, and I get sediment that comes through the joint. So my question is, how would I clean that Idaho flagstone, and how would I seal it that would help keep away sediment from the roof?
Okay, so I got a follow-up question here. So sediments through the joints. So we're talking about when the ground gets so saturated that we're actually getting moisture and mineralization coming up from underneath. Is that what you're saying?
I think it's salt. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, and so that happens, and you want to know how to seal it, or clean up those salts.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, Rocco, hang tight. We're right up against the break. I just glanced at the clock. They're going to get angry with me if I just keep talking. So I'm going to throw you on hold. I'm going to come back. We are going to answer Rocco's questions.